Over on our website, GBGunsDepot.com, we did a recent roundup of the best handguns for fill in the blank. The topics covered were while on the range, general purpose, bedside blaster, high value proposition, and comfy carry options. In today's video, we'll talk about my picks for while on the range. As stated in that article, exclusion from these doesn't mean that they don't qualify. These are just the ones that in recent memory have really stood out for us. That's because, well, guns change, tastes change, your relative experience and opinion on things change as you try more and more guns. Having been through about 400 handguns, these are my recent standouts for while on the range. The Bull Armory SAS2 Ultralight, the Bull Armory SAS2 TAC, and the Grand Power X-Calibur. We'll go through these one by one and I'll explain why they were my picks. So what makes a while on the range gun for you? I'm curious to hear in the comments. Go ahead and list them out while I describe what my while on the range was. And that is a pistol that you just really enjoy shooting. Everything seems easy, including being accurate or being quick. They're comfortable to shoot, and the kind of thing that other folks watching you shoot might pause to watch you shoot a little more and then later ask about the gun. These two I think fit that well. First up is the Grand Power Excalibur that you see here with its 5-inch fluted bull barrel and a rotating barrel. You see that? Very soft shooting. You get the advantage of a long barrel for softer shooting, but also the rotating barrel, which really adds to the soft shooting. We've got adjustable target sight, a nice bright red fiber optic front sight, and a pretty impeccable trigger. Single action, light take up to a wall, very crisp and immediate break, decent reset, right back at that wall again for another shot. These things are really comfortable to shoot. They look different, they act different. You get 4 different back straps on it to change the grip to how you want. These giant safeties on both sides, and yes, all controls are ambidextrous, can be swapped for more flush fitting. That is included in the box. They have this here to serve as a thumb rest if you really want to bear down. That's the Grand Power Excalibur, and where to find one, pricing and specs, etc. is all over at GBGunsDepot.com. The other one is the Bull Armory SAS2 TAC 4 1/4 inch. This thing, man, I know that the double stack 1911s have been all the rage recently, but they've been around much longer than the recent trend, and Bull Armory has been making them for much longer than the recent trend. Bull Armory, also coming from the competition world, sort of like that Excalibur, made this TAC as a dutiable gun, if you will. You get, I believe it's 18 rounds, one more round than out of a staccato. It's lighter weight, using aluminum here to shed some weight, and then of course we've got some lightning cuts in the slide. Even the optics cover plate is kept minimalist and out of aluminum to reduce total weight. The end result is a very lightweight pistol that is still comfortable to shoot thanks to that longer barrel. I've swapped the front sight for a fiber optic. They come with blacked out front and rear with the intent that you're going to run an optic. As an irons guy, I wanted to swap to the fiber optic so I could see my front sight post a little quicker. Speaking of quick, that's going to be the trigger in action on this thing. Notice we've got an interesting skeletonized hammer there. Our tick up is very short. Nice clean break. Reset is right there. As soon as you move your finger, it's reset again. As a result, this thing shoots pretty darn quick, and despite being lightweight for its size, I think the size in general, as well as how it's sprung, makes it for a very pleasant shooter. Recently took this to a course and found I was kind of in cheater mode by running this in a training course. That said, strongly considering making it my winter carry when I can get away with a slightly bigger gun, simply because it's got higher capacity, great trigger, and it's one of those that, like the Grand Power, for me, just feels innate. I will the round at the target and it appears there. It's super easy to shoot this well. And that, for me, is a big part of having WoW on the range. These are the top two out of everything in recent memory. The Grand Power Excalibur and the Bull Armory SAS2 TAC 4 1/4. This guy's higher capacity, a little bit shorter barrel. We've got 15 round capacity with a longer barrel in the ground power. Both great options if you're looking for something to be your pride piece, the one that you just don't want to put down. Either one of these will work. Since I've run both platforms in high round count courses, I can say that they can stand up to the test of time and round counts. Don't worry, it's not such a hoity-toity of a pistol that you're going to have failures. In fact, the ground power rotating action I run in sleet, rain, snow, high round count courses without issues. And the Bull Armory, I ran the little shorty 3 1/4 inch more recently. And although I found it fouled up a little more using reload ammunition, I did not have the same issues that other brand double stack 1911s were having, shooting the same amount of rounds. Their guns were seizing and having all kinds of malfunctions. So, true testament to the pedigree of Bull Armory, and that these guns are more function, not just good looking or a good time on the range. Let me know what your WoW pistol is. I'm curious to hear from your experience what you've got that you just really enjoy taking to the range. And it doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be expensive. We all have our favorites. These are just my 2 recent WoWs. Thanks for watching.